with another video. Today we are going to see a lazy prediction. So what is lazy prediction? You can see here we have a lot of machine learning algorithm. So by using a lazy prediction, we don't need to run individual algorithm on our data set. So we need to just call a function lazy prediction that is we under the library of scalar. So it will apply all of algorithm, and then we will get the output like this. You can see. So it is a quite nice thing. If you are going to apply, you need to evaluate the data set on a lot of machine learning model. So let's start it. So I'm going to launch, if you have an account, I'm going to launch my notebook file, and after that we will call if after this one. So let me go my this one. So I'm here going to launch this. So in my folder, let me find my, in this folder I'm going to make a new Python 3 notebook file. So after making a notebook file, so we need to do something. I'm just going to, first of all, we need to install. So that's why I'm just pasting here. You can see here pip install lazy prediction. So when I run this one, so it will automatically install this library. So on installing using Jupyter Notebook, make sure we need to call this one. Let me run this folder again. So the title will be lazy prediction. So if it will take some time, so I will be back after installing this library. So after installation of this one, you can see I have installed lazy prediction. It's called a lazy predict. So after installation of this one, we need to import some necessary libraries that we require to do some experiment on different algorithm. So here you can see I'm going to call, you can see I'm using a lazy predictor dot supervise import lazy classifier. So it will automatically call all the classifier using under supervised learning. Means we have a data set, we are classifying, we are using to classify something. So after that this library is used to split the data set, and further I'm using pandas.pd, and the last one I'm calling sklearn import dataset. So we are going to use a data sum that is under sklearn library. So after that we are going to use a data set, breast cancer data set. So here I'm going to paste it here. You can see the dataset is datasets.download.breast cancer. So you can see the type of the dataset, and after this one, so we are going to read the dataset. So here you can see we are creating a dataset frame. So calling a dataset and the name of the features, and then target means this is our label. Target is basically our label. So I'm going to show you what will be the target. So you can see our target 0000101. So if I'm going to call, let's suppose it's taking 5 rows. So let's suppose I'm going to call 10. So it will print a 10 rows here. So you can see we have a target with 000. I'm going to call 100. So let me see how many labels here. You can see here, I think this time hopefully it will call, you can see here 0001111. So it's calling me, we have two labels, binary, benign and malignant, 0 and 1. So after this one, so we split the data. Basically we are going to dfx is equal to this one, and y is equal to this one. Before this one we are df2 is equal to df dot, it's containing both, and a target has label. So when I run this one, so x will be data.df and y will be target. So after doing this one, we need to split the data into for training and test. So you can see here, so I'm going to use a random shade is equal to 12. It's up to you, whatever you want to like to use. Make sure it will be same when you apply some experiment for the next time. So the test size is 0.2. It's mean we are splitting the data into training and test size is 20%. So after running this one, so we need to apply lazy prediction algorithm. So in this step, I'm going to paste my code here. You can see CLF is equal to lazy classifier. If you can go to above, we call lazy classifier from this library. So CLF is equal to lazy classifier and prediction is equal to true. Model and prediction CLF dot fit, we are going to fit over x train, y train, x test, sorry, y train and y test. So when I run this one, so what will be the, hopefully what will the, yeah, that's looking awesome. You can see this it's predicting a many number of classifier. So here is, you can see, so you can see here the output of the algorithm. So this is for basically, this is for classification. So I'm going to write it here. Okay, you can see here dot supervise. So let's suppose we have a regression. So let's suppose I'm going to write it here, a classification. Make me a new cell here. So this is for only for classification. Classification. I think that will be the correct spelling if I am not wrong. So this is only for classification. We are going to use next one for AHA2. If I think this is the correct spelling of classification. Yeah. So make me heading this cell. Yeah, I'm going to call it as a heading. Yeah. So let's suppose we have a regression model. So I'm going to write it regression. So let's suppose we have a regression. We have a regression data set. We need to do some regression by using I hope you know about classification and regression. So for that one, we need to again import regression is a type of supervised learning. If you can see here, we have used a lazy classifier. So that's why we use a lazy regressor. So for regression, so I'm going to paste it the code here. When I run that cell, after that we need to use the data set of regression. So that's why we are using Boston. So so after running this one, so I'm going to split the data set. Before splitting data, let me show you the data set. I'm going to run this one. Yeah, oh, it's not working here. I think I need to do same as I did previously. Yeah, you can see here is a target values. I'm going to show you from here. You can see the target value in the form of continuous values like 24 point something, 21. So these are the regressions value. So it is quite big. So I'm going to remove this cell. So that is basically for the sake of visualization how the regressions look like. So I'm going to run this one. So splitting the data here. So x and y are over data. So you can see x and y, and so for this one I'm going to again using this one. So you can see x and y. Here is the x and y again. So Boston dot data is in for x and Boston dot target will be used for y. So when I run this cell, it will split the data into x and y, and 0.2 means 20%. So after that, need to fit to the for the model. So here I'm going to fit the model here. So I'm going to paste my code here. You can see regression is equal to lazy regressor, where we called previously, and prediction is equal to true, and regressor dot fit, we are going to fit over training and test data here, and then the model will show the prediction. So you can see here, yeah, that's looking awesome. you can see here extra tree regressor gave us the accuracy mean score. If we have a regression data, you adjust it. We have some evaluation matrices like root mean square error, R square error, time taken, and something like that. If we have a data set with classification, we make sure we have classification, balance, accuracy, ROC curve, F1 score. These are the evaluation matrices. So you can see so here, while talking about regression, we have XGB regressor and K nearest regressor, and these are the most popular. Make sure you hear about that algorithm. So for classification, I think we hear about logistic regression and the most popular decision tree classifier, random forest, and lot of. So basically this is a quite simple code, and this is a quite interesting library if you can use and practice your own dataset. If you have a your own CSV file, you can use it and split the dataset into training and test. After splitting the dataset, you just need to pass to the lazy classifier, or it will automatically predict your dataset into applying different algorithm with different evaluation matrices such as accuracy, balance accuracy, ROC curve. And while talking about regression, so you have adjust R square, R root mean square, and time taken by each algorithm. So hope you like this video, and thank you so much for watching this tutorial.